Top of the top.
Married to music.
Happy Monday, everybody.
You already know.
Tune in every Monday.
I think this gonna be a good Monday.
We trying to get our
It's
M's
gonna be
up.
an amazing
Music,
Monday.
money, marriage on a Monday.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to the Married to Music podcast, where we talk about music
Money.
and
On
marriage
a Monday.
on a Monday.
It's going down on a Monday.
You know, but happy any day of the week if you're tuning in on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe it's Saturday.
It might be Saturday.
You know, could be Sunday.
It could be that one. Never mind. What's up, y'all? We got a very special. Let me turn my headphones up real quick. We got a very dope episode today.
We do. I think this one is going to be like something that you guys really benefit from.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people want to know about this.
Mm-hmm.
And so today we're going to talk about how to start and grow a YouTube channel
A
in
YouTube
2022.
Oh, man. People still doing YouTube in 2022?
Definitely.
That's a fact, man. Make sure y'all check out my channel at Wayne.Wave and check out Lydia channel.
At Everything Lydia.
Everything Lydia. But spell it
Yes.
right, though. Even though I might say it like everything, you got to spell it right.
Yes, it's everything. It's the
Ever.
way I say it. So, yeah, we're going to talk all about YouTube today. We have two YouTubers on the couch right now. We have one big YouTuber and one small YouTuber, which I think is really good to have both.
Yeah.
So that you can get both perspectives of the YouTube journey.
And I still feel like a small YouTuber, though. Even at 200,000
For
subscribers.
sure. I mean, there's perspective.
Until I got like 10 million,
It's-
and I'll be like, all right, now I'm a big YouTuber.
Exactly. And that's why, and for real though, to some people who have 100 subscribers, I'm a big YouTuber.
Right.
So it's all about perspective, your goals, where you see yourself, where you want to go, and just embracing the journey. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
How to
go
get
from
started
0
on it.
to 100K.
How to go from 0 to 100K real quick.
Real
Or maybe not real quick, but still get there.
You're going to definitely get
You're
there
gonna
if
get
you
there.
follow some of these techniques. And as long as your stuff is good,
As long as your content is
your
good.
content is definitely king. So
Yeah,
I
that's
know
important.
that Lydia, you prepared some questions, and I got some, questions for you and some, some stuff that I want to talk about, and definitely some lessons to share with all of our viewers today. That's gonna help y'all grow y'all YouTube channel, make some money off YouTube,
Yeah.
reach the audience that you want to, and just be happy and fulfilled in your YouTube journey in this current climate that we're in, because it's a little bit different than back when I started.
The possibilities are endless.
Word up, word up.
So since you went there, let's just start diving in right there, right?
do it.
So my first question for you is, well, it's like a two-part question. When did you start?
Okay.
And do you feel like it's too late for people who want to get in the game right now from scratch?
So I started YouTube almost 5 years ago, like 4.5 years ago. So that was 2017. That's when I started. And do I feel like it is too late for people to get into the game? Absolutely not. But it's not too late, but you can't do the same things that I was doing in 2017. I can't even do the same things I was doing in 2017.
Exactly, because things change.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the notable differences in YouTube now versus when you first started?
One thing that I know right off the jump is that the frequency of posting has to be up.
Yes.
Like I started off and my whole goal was to be at least once a week. And I think anybody that's starting off, that's still like a baseline. But if you want rapid growth, if you want to grow fast, posting once a week just is not going to cut it. Like there's
Right.
just so much content out there, and people want to see the algorithms, the platforms want to see that you're being consistent
Yeah.
with whatever it is that you bring into the platform. So once a week, definitely not enough. We've ramped up to like last week, we dropped like 7 videos last week.
Wow. a video a day?
Yeah, like
Video a day. Yeah. And I mean, and that can be really hard. So I don't want you to like be watching this and be like, okay, well, you know what? I can't do it because that's too much.
Right.
I like that you said the one video a week can still be a decent threshold for you when you're first starting out.
Right.
You don't want to overwhelm yourself, but just know that if you want the rapid growth,
Yeah.
it's going to take a little bit more than just one post a week.
It's definitely gonna take a lot more. And 7 posts a week, or doing a post every day, that definitely can be overwhelming, especially if it's not your full-time job, right?
Right.
Like for me now, YouTubing is basically what I do full-time outside of every the mixing and stuff. So I can dedicate a lot of time during the week to making videos, making content.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that, especially when you're just starting, you testing it out, you're not even sure if this is going to work or be successful. So starting off with maybe two or three
yes, that's exactly what I was
week,
thinking.
I think is going to be like ideal. And because then you even gotta start getting content out there to see what's working.
Right. And you know what? I find that this is across all the platforms. Like we're just having to post more, not
Absolutely.
just YouTube, but Instagram, TikTok,
I mean, on
Facebook.
them platforms, you got to be posting 2-3 times a day,
Right.
at least, if not.
But it used to be where you could just
Once a
post
day.
one time a day.
Yeah.
And still grow.
And that was hard to keep up.
And that was hard to keep up. So now we at 4, 5, 6. So it can definitely be a mouthful and a lot. I feel like you bit off a lot.
Yeah.
And you're trying to chew it all when you start your channel, but don't fret. We gonna help you. 2 to 3 posts a week, I think, is manageable.
Yeah, planning is key.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, just don't let more than a week pass by before you get your content out there.
I mean, I would, done at least one video a week, but try to be on a schedule. Try to plan out your videos. So, like, for me, I have certain shoot days to where I might be putting out 7 pieces of content in a week, but I'm not shooting every single day and doing that, right? I might take just 1 or 2 days and dedicate it to getting that shooting done, getting that editing work done, and then we can post, throughout the week and have it there. So having yourself on a schedule, maybe if you off on Sundays, let that be your YouTube shoot day and record 3 videos that you can drop during that week and have them on, schedule to release during the week.
That's called batch contenting, right?
Okay, I don't know. I just call it.
It
having
is
stuff on deck.
I learned that from Aaron on Demand. It is called it's just like where you just shoot a bunch of stuff at one time.
Okay.
And and put it all together, and then you can easily roll it out that way.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a great strategy.
It is, because trying to create stuff every single day is so time consuming. It takes up a lot of time.
Right.
That's all I can say about that.
So what do you think about a niche? Like you want to start a YouTube channel. What are you going to do on YouTube? Maybe you're not sure. A lot of the other videos that you may see like this may say niche down, niche down. You have to have a niche. You have to have something specific that people want to hear about and consistently only post about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know your channel is a niche channel. Like it's specific.
But
Go ahead.
Niche butt.
Niche, it's a niche butt.
It's a niche butt, and I kind of, and that's the new catchphrase for 2022 on your YouTube channel. I would say niche butt, right? So definitely have a niche. When I started my channel, I was only doing Pro Tools videos, right? So I know I'm the king of Pro Tools. I know more about Pro Tools than anything else, right? So I would be the authority and make myself an authority, which is an important thing when you online. You kind of want to. Sometimes depending, you can either be like a guide or authority, and in my case, I felt like it worked for me to start out as like the authority in Pro Tools since I knew so much about it. So
which is just, I know you're gonna finish, but that's really important, guys. Like something that you know a lot about.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what your channel needs to be about, because you're going to be able to be consistent easily with the content.
That's exactly what your channel needs to be about. If you don't know a lot about it, like how you gonna make 3-4 videos? How you gonna make? I can make 7 videos about Pro Tools today just because it's 100 million things that.
I feel like people. When it comes to that, like I've talked to so many people who are not sure. I don't know what to make my channel about. And that's what I say to them. I'm like, find something that you love that you could talk about all day, every day, something that you're good at or something that you're really knowledgeable about, and make your channel about that. Word
up. So when it comes to niche butt on your channel, I would say niche down, but also consider who the whole person is, right? So you can have a niche, and I know like my niche is recording engineers, producers, artists that want to record themselves. So I'm teaching Pro Tools stuff, but I need to not just be worried about Pro Tools. Okay, right. Who else are these people? What else are they interested in? And this way I can broaden it. So I kind of find myself like there's only so many people using Pro Tools. There's more people every day, but I'm like, all right, there's only so many people using Pro Tools. So I started to expand. I know about other DAWs too, right? I know about Logic. I know about Studio One, so I can start to talk about those on my channel too. Yeah. All right, now I'm reaching all these DAWs. Okay, what else now? Well, most of the people here are, I was talking a lot about recording. A lot of these people also make beats. Well, let's start. I know how to make beats too. Let me talk to y'all about making beats, maybe best practices, right? And then we can dive off into other stuff like, okay, gear. Now, we got gear, but also y'all have businesses, right? So like y'all have studio business. I can give you guidelines on how to set up your studio business, what's worked for me and how I grew my business. And then kind of how we do now, right? Our content creators, they might be trying to start a YouTube channel. So we are niching down, but right, our podcast is called Music, Money, and Marriage. But
Married to
here
Music.
we are talking about YouTube, right? Because
Right.
we're not just stuck to this niche. We see like, okay, these same people who are interested in the music, the money, the marriage, y'all probably also the same people who are trying to
Interested
create
in-
YouTube
yeah,
channels and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
too. So niche down, but think about who the whole person is, personify your target audience, and think about everything else that they're interested in.
Yeah. And that's one of the main things that I heard in all that you just said is really knowing who you're talking to.
Yeah.
That's really important. You know, even before you start, maybe like jot it down, like, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. And this is who I'm talking to. Who is this person? What are make a list of all the different things that they may be interested in.
Yeah.
And there's your video subjects and topics right there.
And to me, that's how my channel kind of grew, because I wasn't necessarily bringing anything brand new at first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just me bringing it to a certain audience that I felt like wasn't being talked directly to.
Right.
And this was the young Black urban engineers, and I felt like they wasn't getting talked to.
There was nobody really addressing them directly
Yes.
with, you know, the attitude and flair that they have that they can relate to. Like you wanted to, like you the homie.
Right.
So, and like, okay, here's this guy who looked like me. He talked like me. He, you know, his energy is similar to mine. Like I can definitely learn from him.
And who's better
So-
to learn from than, you know, a friend, somebody that you
Right.
can absolutely relate to. Y'all speak the same language, right? So
And
that's the key.
I love that, and that's I think another point is to really when you come to YouTube, bring yourself, like bring your personality, bring that spunk, like that flair, whatever it is that makes you, that makes people love you. Like don't leave that behind. Don't get in front of the camera and get stiff and nervous and professional. Be who you are.
What? What if you're a professional?
Then be that.
Well, because I'm professional when
if
I
you're
get on camera.
right, if you're professional, then be professional. But if you're fun and funky, then be fun and funky. Like bring that to the table, because that's what's gonna make the people, you know, buy into you.
Yeah, and it's what's gonna make your content unique. So, like I was saying, like there was other people making videos about Pro Tools, making videos about recording, but they wasn't doing it like me.
Right.
They wasn't coming in and
Right.
making jokes and, you know, and being you know, cool with it. It was just real dry.
Technical and
It was
professional.
technical, professional, and a little dry, you know. But
No fun.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we brought a little fun to the YouTube and with the education, and that's a big thing too. Even if you are like, YouTube is a spot to where you want to be entertaining as well as informing, right? So you can't just be there informing people. Like that's not gonna do too well on most topics. Like you just,
Yeah.
hello guys, today's topic is gonna be, you know, you gotta spice it up, because they, you know, people love to be entertained.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess too at the same time, like I think that's so true.
Yeah.
But I also don't want like too much. Sometimes I want people to just get to the point. Like if I came to your channel to be taught something, like, and I'm in the middle of doing it and I'm at the channel and you're like, so, boom, ching, cracking all jokes, like get to the point. And I guess that's another,
That's
that's
good topic,
another
though.
tip.
Yeah,
Like
we can talk about that. Yeah, getting to the point on your videos.
You could be entertaining and all that, but make sure that you're getting to the point right away, because people, more than being entertained, they came for a reason. And you want to get to that reason right away at the top of the video, so that they don't have to sit through all your banter and stuff.
Right.
Unless it's a comedy channel, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And it's one thing you know, you got to take note of the content that you like. You know, what content brings you back to YouTube? What content do you engage in? What content do you want to see? So when I'm searching for something on YouTube and I need help right now, I don't want to watch a 20-minute video on it. So I'm going to look for the 1-minute video, the
Right.
3-minute video that
Right.
answers my question.
Right.
And that's another thing too. So I have been changing the way that I make videos now. On some of the videos, some of my videos are a lot shorter. I've been dropping a lot of 5-minute videos that's getting straight to the point. You know, because I used to have a long intro in my video.
Yeah.
Had this whole song playing at the beginning and cracking jokes and running this whole thing down. But I realized, hey, okay, I'm a utility. I want to position myself as a utility on the internet, so that you can, you know, come use me like a tool. When you need to find out something, you put me in. You know, you don't want your hammer and your screwdriver to be cracking jokes before they start screwing and hammering. Like
The
you're
nail
like,
in the wall, first of all.
and we just get to the point. So yeah, so it's cutting down the intro, not making it so long and involved, and really within the first before the first, like within the first minute, I give myself a minute because I gotta talk to my peoples a little bit.
Right.
But like within a minute in, I need to be giving
in the
you
meat
what
of
you
the
here for.
yes,
for sure.
And I love that you said that about the intro because I know people personally who are like, I need an intro first, and I'm like, are you serious? That's what's stopping you from starting your channel, that you don't have an intro?
Yeah.
Like you're okay. You don't need an intro. Just start talking.
Yeah, you just need the content. Content is king more than anything.
Yeah.
So, it's still important and relevant to have great cameras, right? I mean, to have great visual, to have good audio. That's still important. But the content is going to beat out all of that.
For real. You can use your iPhone if, listen, not having a camera or a mic is not an excuse. If you have something really valuable to talk about, you can use your iPhone and a little stand and get the views.
Yeah, call me because iPhone shoot 4K.
They shoot better than some of these cameras. Facts.
And if you don't know what to do with that camera, then you still going to look not as good as
Not
you
as
could
good, yeah.
if you had just bought out that iPhone.
Right.
Or whatever, Android phone. That's not negate the Android use.
No, let's not. Android's cameras are fire. So for sure, not all of them. The new ones, the new Androids. If you got an old Android, your camera.
We've seen some of y'all 10-year challenges. They had to be Androids. Had to be Androids.
Oh man, that's too funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Let me grab another question for you. Okay. Let's talk about the title and the description. How important is, when you made your video, it looks great, the subject matter is fire, you really you did your homework, you searched, people are searching this topic.
Yeah.
How important is what you call the video and what you write in that description box?
Super important. That's super important. A lot of times nowadays, I've gotten smarter about this because I would just make videos that I wanted, and call them whatever I want to call it and put it up. They have tools, though, that you can use. Like one of them I use TubeBuddy.
I use TubeBuddy, too.
Right? And, you know what I'm saying? You can click down the link in the description and get my TubeBuddy referral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But they also got, like, vidIQ, and I'm sure some other stuff out there that'll give you information about, like, how well a title is going to work, right?
Yes.
So now, what I've been doing, even before I shoot a video, if I got an idea for the video, I might go to TubeBuddy and test out some titles before I even start shooting.
I do that too.
And put it in like, all right, let me see what this topic do. Okay, it's a lot of people searching that topic. Oh, this is going to rank well on my channel. Cool. So I would go with that. And then also using something like TubeBuddy, they can give you like the relevant tags and stuff to put in your videos.
Yes, which I love.
Helps people to find the relevant content. So I'll use that. That's really all I use TubeBuddy for real, is like optimizing the title.
Yeah, right? Keywords, using keywords.
In the title, right in that title, and searchable content. I'm so big on searchable content, and I run it by my man Jarrell all the time. He always like, look, man, make sure that make the title what people gonna search in, what they gonna type in the search.
How to blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
And so
how to record in Pro Tools, like simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And don't try to overthink it.
Not even like, that versus recording in Pro Tools. That's the title option you could choose. But no, don't choose that. Choose how to. That, all of those little nuances make a difference. So make sure that that's something that you're considering when you title your videos.
Another big point too that I want to, a little secret sauce is, know that title before you export your video from your whatever your video editing software is, because YouTube sees that data, right? They see that if your video is called driving on a boat, and then you upload it and you put the title in as driving a tractor, they're gonna be like, hey man, you exported as driving, you trying to clickbait us or something like that,
and they're not gonna really show your video like
that.
Exactly.
So if the export title matches the title that you put inside of YouTube there, and then you bring that same title down and have it within the description as well. So like a lot of times I'll just take my title, I'll bring it down into the description and start putting all key words about what it is that I'm talking about. There's more searchable stuff. Using all the words that go around what the title is, and really, if you can get more in depth and make your little descriptions kind of like a little blog post.
I was about to say it should be a whole story in that description.
Yeah, and I sometimes don't do all that because I be like, man, look, in my video, this post explains it.
Right. But you know what, guys? Like, for real, just talk it into your notes.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do now, for real, because I used to just be sitting there typing out descriptions, and it's like, you don't have to do that. Literally tell the description and be as detailed as possible. Use those keywords and write a whole paragraph, 2, 3 with your voice, and then copy and paste it into the description box. It really don't have to take all that much time.
Something else that I found that is really helpful is that if you put the timestamps in it, they call it chapters on YouTube. So if you put in chapters into your description, this is going to help people to find what they want whole lot faster.
Yeah.
So if your video is longer and you're covering several different topics, step 1, step 2, step 3, maybe I only needed step 2, right? So if you have in your description there, you know, that I can just jump right to step 2 and get that piece of information, then that's going to make me value you a whole lot more instead of having to watch the whole 10-minute video.
So how do you do that? Do you just put the timestamp in the description, or is there a way that you can actually click in the video to get to that timestamp fast?
Yeah, well, when YouTube, they have they got 2 different ways. So one way, they can automatically detect chapters in your video and put it on there for you inside the description, and that makes it clickable.
How can they automatically detect?
Because they detect they got
based on your
the content and the flow of the video.
Okay, so if you have like numbers in there, 1, 2, 3,
like, I don't know how they do it. Honestly, I always try to hit them to automatically detect, but I don't think they ever detected none on my videos automatically.
It'd be off.
Right, like it's on, but it's not. I never seen it work in action. But the option is there when you go to upload your videos. When you look at that whole little details page, there is an option for it to automatically add chapters when available, right, when it's applicable.
Okay.
But to do it though yourself, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is go in and you just put the timestamp in the description, and they will know that it's a time. You know, so I will go like, as long as you start the first one at 0.
Okay.
So you start in the description. You got to start the first one 0. Put the colon 00 intro. Right.
Okay.
And then you can go and put the timestamps after that. And then when you publish the video, that little timestamp turns blue and it's clickable inside.
Very cool. Exactly. I'm gonna definitely start doing that.
You can even do that like in the comments and stuff. I learned that because like people would be doing it in the comments, like, "Yo, man, the video starts at 0.2
doing
minutes."
It in your video. People will be commenting.
Yeah, because that's when I have my long intro. Look, man, the information starts 2 minutes in. And
Listen, one thing people gonna do is get you together on social media. They don't miss a beat.
So you can just go right there. So you just do that. All you gotta do is put the literal timestamp, and then you can just label them. You know what I'm saying? Intro, and then how to step 1, how to step 2, how to step 3.
Nice.
And then as long as you got the timestamps, it will be clickable on YouTube, and it'll jump right to that.
Right to that point.
Yep.
That's great, because you want people to stick around. You don't want them to leave because,
because you're
the
not
meat
getting to
is
the
not.
point.
Yeah. So making it easy. You want to make everything really in any area of business. Like, don't you hate when you go to buy something online and then you got to fill out like a whole like survey, or you gotta you gotta sign up? I'm not buying it.
Yeah, and I used to be
So-
I used to be against that concept a little bit because I wanted people to watch my whole video, and I felt like it was gonna mess up my watch time, because they not watching the whole video. You just come and watching a piece of the video and you out. But at the same time, I don't want to hold you hostage.
No,
if you don't want to be here, I don't want to keep you here.
And if it's easy to get to, they're gonna come back for more.
Come back, you're gonna subscribe.
You're gonna be like, okay, you know what? This is a valuable channel.
It helped me when I needed it.
When I needed it, I didn't have to go through all of that. I'm coming back.
Absolutely. So
yeah,
it's just about changing. I had to change my mindset on that because I was like, man, nah, you gotta watch my whole video to get this information.
You need to see the whole swag.
Yeah, you gotta
catch
jokes.
This whole trip, right?
Get my drips. You gotta click on my link.
All that.
You gotta see my IG pop up across the screen. Follow me.
All that, but it's not about that.
It's not.
Right.
It's about serving people, right?
So
it's about serving people, making it easier for them, making it accessible for them.
Yeah.
And that's all we want to do.
So let's talk about page aesthetic. Thumbnails, the banner at the top. What how important are these things?
It's semi-important. The banner.
Thumbnail is semi-important.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about the banner. Like the banner is semi-important, right? Because my banner, I don't even like it. It's still up there. I don't even like. I think it looked terrible.
But you know what I think is important? I think what's important about a banner, and I think it's just important that if your banner explains your page right away, like if it just gets to it, like mommy vlogs. Okay. Yeah. I know your channel. Recording tips. Cool. I get it immediately, you know? So you can use that as a way to just kind of let the people know off the top what your channel is about.
Yeah, I've always had banners. They're never like well designed. The one I have up now, somebody did it when it's like I don't like it though. You know what I'm saying? But it's up there.
Sorry to the person who
No,
did
not
it.
sorry, not sorry, not sorry.
Because it's still there.
I mean, it's there. No, I mean, but I just don't like it. But it's there, and it is serving its purpose. It does, what you want it to do. But if anybody out there want to redesign my YouTube banner, please email me the new banner.
This is your
I would like that.
opportunity.
But now, when it comes to thumbnails on YouTube videos are super important.
They are.
Just because this is one of the first things that people see. That you're gonna see the thumbnail before you read the description. If you go to the YouTube homepage, like that's how I'm clicking video. Like, oh, what is this thumbnail like that? And then I'll read the description. So having cool, creative, captivating thumbnails
It's important.
It is important.
And if there's you search something and there's 6 videos on the same exact subject, you're gonna click on the one with the best thumbnail. Like the thumbnail that speaks to you the most, that gets the point across to you. Like if you don't know if somebody on YouTube like that you like, but if you just search something, that's really probably what's gonna compel you to click is that thumbnail.
Yeah, and then you can be like, in my thumbnails, I like to kind of give like a shortened version, but like the real to the point of what the video is. So and then in the description you can get like 1,000 characters in the description. So in the description, my description might be long, you know what I'm saying? It might be a little longer, add a few things so I can get more keywords in there, but the thumbnail is something that I'm like, all right, cool. Let's try to make sure that they see it, that it's something big, something bold, something captivating, even something unique. It's kind of like a art piece. And you want people to know, like, look, man, I took my time working on this video, and I also took my time to make this thumbnail too. So like, even if that's the first representation, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but
that's what we do every day.
That's exactly what we do. We judge books by their cover, so that thumbnail is your cover.
Yeah. And another tip is to not necessarily put the exact, like if your video is about how to record in Pro Tools, don't put how to record in Pro Tools on the thumbnail. Right. Do something slightly different to just grab people's attention. That way you're getting two things working for you. The title's working for you, and then the thumbnail's working for you in a different way.
So like in your case, like if you was doing a vlog or something, you can be like, yeah, having a vlog day, went shopping, whatever, baby drama. And then, but in the thumbnail, it could be, oh my God, I can't believe this happened.
Right. Which we did before. Right. Wayne bought me a ring for my birthday. He basically leveled up my ring. He gonna get down on one knee in the in the jewelry store, get down on one knee for the thumbnail. And he said, I can't believe it. That was the thumbnail. And that video did numbers.
Hey, man, because people love to see it.
People love to see
it.
We was already married, y'all. We was already married. It was just an upgrade. But
gotta get a little clickbaity sometime in the thumbnail. But as long as it still leads them, right? We definitely don't want to clickbait people and get them into our videos if they don't belong there.
No, right. And I mean, you can do clickbait the right way. You can do clickbait that applies to your subject. So for sure.
Absolutely.
Clickbait is fine. It's just as long as they don't click on it, then it's about pizza. What the heck? I thought I was about to learn about Pro Tools. Not Pizza Hut. So yeah.
Yeah. What else I was on? Okay. So I want to switch gears a little bit, and because we're talking about thumbnails and descriptions and how important they are for like the YouTube videos, and that's super important on like the long form. But now another thing that's like new to Pro Tools is the shorts.
Not to Pro Tools. I know Pro Tools always on the mind.
Another thing that's
Pro Tools on the brain.
That's new to YouTube
shorts.
is the shorts. Shout out to my Pro Tools certification class we enrolling right now.
Y'all better enroll.
But something else that's been added to YouTube is shorts, the YouTube shorts.
Yes.
And on YouTube shorts, it's teaching me so much that thumbnail don't matter there.
Right.
Title description don't even really matter there.
Does it not? Okay. Because I wondered about that.
What really matters? It matter a little bit, but like when you're looking at a short on YouTube,
you're not
see
looking
at the title
but
and description first.
But I wondered if you search, will the shorts come up?
Yeah, that now the hashtags and stuff, it does help what you put there, but it's gonna matter as much based on when you got it in your face and what you're gonna spend time looking at and watch the whole thing. That the title, the thumbnail, the title and the thumbnail don't matter. What matters the most is gonna be the content. The content is so important. that you got to be able to captivate people in that first 3 to 5 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
You have to be able to
So
do
that
it.
even goes down to like, whatever your video is, like what you're putting on the short screen. Like,
Yeah.
your video is about whatever. Have the words popping up. Have like, the chops being really fast. Have it really engaging off the top.
And so in that case, that's where a title does work still, is but not having it in the actual, the part what you typed it up.
Having it
having the
on the
title
video.
on the video.
Yes,
because
that's
that's
huge.
gonna be a whole lot more. Now I know what I'm talking about. And then so I know what this video is about.
Right away.
And then also I love having the captions, right? So if we doing stuff that's talking,
Yeah.
I might not be in a place that I can listen right now, but if I can read the title,
I'm going to stay
and
longer
we got the
on the
captions,
post. Yeah.
I can get the whole gist of this post without ever turning
For
the
sure.
audio on.
Yeah.
Right. So then that gives you more opportunities to get view on that post. So
Yeah.
and then I take that same kind of concept back to my long form YouTube videos, right? If the whole world is leaning towards, and TikTok is the biggest platform right now.
Right. One of the biggest search engines we just
One of the
learned.
biggest search engine, the biggest platform. So this showing how people are consuming the short form content, right?
Yes.
So if they love the short form content, we realize how important it is to capture people in that first 3 to 5 seconds. We need to do the same thing on the long form content to get them to stay. That's why having like a little preview of what's happening, like the best part of your video
at the beginning.
show it right in that first 3 seconds.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then jump off into an intro, and then you know what I'm saying. Or another technique that I've used is if I'm going to get involved in something, let's say I'm listing my top 10 microphones, okay? At the beginning of the video, I'm like, yo, so we got this, and that. Stick around to see why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got my top 10 microphones already.
Yeah.
If you want to go further in depth with me, that's your choice. You can go and watch this whole video.
So what I'm realizing is the more we talk about this,
Yeah.
you need to like really think about how everything unfolds in entertainment, right? A freaking movie that you want to see. The preview. Like sometimes people be like, they showed everything in the previews. Well, and you watched the movie. You may be upset now because you saw it all beforehand, but they gave you so much goodness in the preview because they wanted you to watch the video. And so that same concept should be brought over. Like it's an age-old concept that has worked in the film industry forever.
Yeah, you're right. It does work. I hate that. I don't want to watch more than but then again, I don't watch more than like 30 seconds of a film trailer. If I don't have to, I'll turn it off. 'Cause
Right.
then I don't want to be spoiled. Like, all right, cool.
You don't want
I
it to
can
be
tell
spoiled, right.
in that first 30 seconds if I'm gonna like the movie or not, and if I want to watch it. If I gotta watch 3 minutes of the damn trailer,
Because the trailers give it all
I
out.
don't
Now
wanna
they're
watch
giving
the
it
whole
all
3-minute
up.
trailer.
But if that wasn't working, they wouldn't be doing it. You
Right.
know what I mean? They do it because it works. When you give away like, maybe not everything, but you give away like 90% of what's gonna happen, and that's gonna really hook people in because they want to find out that ending. Just if it's their top 10 mics, you definitely don't give away number 1 in the intro, but you maybe give number 2.
yeah. You give up the and then stick around the last to see my very final one, and then if you want to watch it there. So that could be a kind of like doing a cliffhanger method in the video. So
yes.
that. Man, that's something else that I'm realizing that works. So I was sitting back analyzing my TikToks the other day, and I was realizing that the shorter videos are performing better than the longer videos.
That's not surprising.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
like the shorter video because it's like it gets straight to the point.
That's it. Wham, bam,
you
thank
got-
you, man. I could keep scrolling. You don't want to hold people too long on a short form platform.
Right. Even
And
though they let you do up to 3 minutes or something.
they want you to now. Like,
Yeah.
even I was on mine the other day, and they did a whole survey about, will you make, like, the whole survey was basically about, will you make longer form content? Have you used the 60 seconds? Have you use past that, why or why not? So they're definitely trying to move more into that space. But I feel you. I feel the same way about my TikToks too. Like the shorter ones definitely do better.
The short ones do better, and I feel like a reason is too because I find myself, if it's a short one, I might watch it 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah.
You want to watch it again and again and
And
again.
again. But like
Yeah.
if I had spent the whole minute and a half
Definitely
watching
not
it, I'm
replaying.
not about to watch the whole thing.
Definitely
again.
not on the replay.
But if it was like, 10, 15 seconds, I
Yeah.
might watch that 5 times.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
If it was good.
So
So that can help it to get them views up.
Yeah.
Right? Because people is just
gonna watch. One person gave you 10 views.
there you go.
So since we're here, let's talk about YouTube in relationship to your other social medias, right?
Okay.
Something that when you're starting out may really help you, like your initial growth. I'm pretty sure you're already on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, on all these other platforms. And, you can really, since YouTube is more so for long form, even though you can do shorts and stuff too, you can easily repurpose that content and bring it into your other social media.
Sure.
And I think that that's a great way to get people to watch it. So instead of if you're just starting out, instead of just trying to find other people on YouTube to find your content, which that is the point, but you can definitely bring your followers over, make them believers, bring them on over to the.
For sure.
bring them on
And
over.
when you're making long form content, that's the thing about creating on YouTube is that you can chop it up and bring that short form content to the platforms where they want to see short form content.
Yes.
So
yes.
even on YouTube, maybe, get to the point. So you got this whole 10-minute video spending something in depth. That might be 6 small short form videos that you can give each point separately on TikTok.
Yeah. And there you go. Like, that's a solution. A lot of people are like, oh, it's so much content. It's so much. Look, your one YouTube video, it can give you 10 Instagram posts.
Absolutely.
So, you got to
I was
start
just-
working smarter about it. And that's definitely something that I've been doing a lot lately. I know you've been doing it a lot. I mean, it just makes sense. Like, the content is really great. So don't just leave it in one place. Like, spread it out across all your platforms so it can reach more people.
I picked up a tip from the Earn Your Leisure podcast where they was talking about even you make an Instagram post, the description of that Instagram post, you could put that on Twitter.
Yeah.
After you put that, and then let's say, and then
Love
you take that screenshot of Twitter and make that a post on YouTube.
Right.
Right? And because they got the post, you can post a picture or put it
or make it a
bring
reel.
back to or bring it back to Instagram as a picture
Facts. Or into TikTok.
Or in the,
and put it on
and then
and
you
talk
do a
over
green
it or whatever.
screen, yeah.
Right. Or the possibilities are endless. I'm gonna keep saying that
Repurpose
because
your
they really are.
repurpose your content. Don't feel like you got to make up brand new content all the time. And also sharing people's content will help to give you content so that you don't always got to make it. If you find stuff online that's relevant
that's a good one.
to your audience, share it on your platform. Like,
Yeah.
repost other people's stuff, share them, make sure you tag them and all that. But you can bring content right over to your page. I do it all the time. I find something that I think is dope. Like, my audience would think this is dope too.
Right.
Post it on the page.
Post it onto your page.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's an easy post, and it's like somebody already did the work for you.
Hey,
So it's
absolutely.
a major hack right there, you guys.
You can even go into your YouTube videos and screenshot parts of your YouTube videos and add a little bit of text to each one, and now you got a carousel post for Instagram.
Yeah. I love that. A lot of gems and jewels. So let's talk about some features in YouTube that I think people can really capitalize on, like going live,
Yeah.
premiering videos, creating series and playlists
I think
YouTube.
all of those are dope. Let's start with going live. I like going live. I think if you have over 10,000 subscribers, you
can go live.
Do it take that to go
I don't
live?
know. I've never gone live.
Oh,
I don't know if the feature
I don't know
is
what
there.
it take to go live, but you don't have to. But I'm talking about as far as like people giving you badges and stuff like that. I think
okay.
to start getting money off of the live, you might have to have that 10,000 subscribers.
Okay.
But that's something that's definitely important, like going live on any platform, right? Because people want to see you in real time. People want to be able to interact with you, see you in real time, make sure you ain't fluff. Also, but premieres.
I love premieres.
When you premiere and you get in there and you interact with the people that's coming to watch your video as it's coming off, I find that when you actually do the premieres, and I don't always have time to do them, so I don't do them every time I drop a video. But if you can, get on Premiere, at least premiere a video once a week,
right?
And get in there and get in the chat,
And talk to
talk to
people.
people.
Yeah.
Like the video, the initial engagement on that video is going to be up.
Always
which is
more.
going to help it to
I noticed that.
grow right off the jump.
Yeah, every time I premiere a video, it definitely does better views wise.
I done said premieres and forgot to be in there.
I know. I've been at one of them, and they just in the chat talk about all Pro Tools.
Hey, but look,
I'm
that's cool. They going there getting
They
it
in there
going
getting
for
it
me.
going.
Look,
Right,
they
exactly.
Get it going. Get in there and start chatting it up.
Yeah, I think premiere, and you know, this is something that you can really have a lot of fun with. You can like promote your premiere, make a whole flyer for it, send it to your peoples, like really like utilize these tools because they're there.
Yeah.
And I think it's smart.
Yeah, to make
So-
your video drops like a big event. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you said, set the schedule to premiere. Hey, I'm about dropping a video on Tuesday. Make sure y'all
Especially
save
for artists.
it. Set the notifications, you know, and then they can be there and engage and share in that special moment with you.
Right.
I think that's definitely dope. It's a great tool. You said about some other stuff, like I know we spoke about posts. Like so YouTube has the feature where you can do a post, like you can post pictures.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole social media now. Like,
is.
like you can scroll and see photos and
Yeah, and
words.
exactly. So they basically got everything Instagram or TikTok got, except they got long form videos too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so you can make posts which
Yeah.
help to engage. So showing behind the scenes and
Yeah.
and getting pictures and stuff like that up as posts and engaging that YouTube community
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
even more when you not. Then that'll help fill in the gap. So
But
maybe
when you can't post a video, at
maybe
least
you
you're
just
still
posting 2-3 videos a week, but you can fill in those gaps.
those gaps. And you know, you got to remember, whenever these platforms roll out something new,
Yeah.
they want you to use it. So they are going to boost and promote, you know, they're going to show people, like Instagram with Reels. You know, they're showing them because they're pushing it to compete with TikTok. So since YouTube has these different levels that you can now share content on, make sure that you are utilizing them.
Yeah, any platform that come out with something new.
They want you to use that
Use
thing.
that new.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So what else on YouTube? Any other
I'm trying to
YouTube
think
talk that
if
you
there's
got? 'Cause
any
I know we
more.
done covered so many bases. Oh, monetization. Let's get to that
Ooh,
point.
let's talk about the shmoney, honey.
Let's get to the money. Hold up, let me see. Do I got a
We didn't do
cash
no sound
register?
effects today.
Because we was getting busy.
I know. There we
All right,
go.
now we're going to get to the money. Shout out to everybody that's getting to the money.
Let's talk about this. Getting to the money on YouTube.
Yeah.
First, let's just start out by something that we were talking about earlier is don't get on YouTube trying to chase the bag. Like if you're trying to get on YouTube because you want to get monetized and make money, I'm sorry, but that's like the wrong way about going about it. That could be a goal of yours for sure. I'm very big on being intentional, writing things down and having a vision. So that may be like a long-term goal, but that should not be like the only reason why you on YouTube is because you're trying to get paid, because you will get burnt out because the money may take a little time.
Yeah, you can, and it depends on, look, if you getting on YouTube strictly to make money, just make sure your strategy right? And make sure your content right. You got to do a lot of research, right?
A lot.
And have a dope strategy, because it can be done. It definitely can be done. People can come on YouTube today and have 100,000 followers in a month, subscribers in a month, if they come at it with a certain strategy. Now, if you know that strategy, hit me in the inbox.
I was about to say, because you know you
and,
could
let me know.
you know you
so
could
that we can do
definitely
it.
get $1 million record deal too. It can be done.
Right.
How often? Let us know if you have the way to make sure that happens.
Word up. So, you know, it can happen though, but ideally you definitely want to be there on your passion, right?
Right.
But you should be making money if you. But it's
And
about
that should be a
providing-
goal.
It should be a goal, but it's more about providing the value first. So make sure that the
Right.
value is there,
Right.
and don't be afraid to give up that value first.
The value, and like Wayne just touched on, the passion, like something that you love to talk about, something that you love to do, something that you would be doing anyway,
Yeah.
is ideal, because then you will be more inclined to keep going when you're in the trenches. You know, before it starts to take off, you may have to go through a period where you're not getting that many views, and if it's not something you love to do, you gonna stop.
Yeah.
So-
And you know, and so I don't like to think about so much as the traditional YouTube monetization, because I of course I'm monetized, but I don't even think about that. Honestly, most of the time I don't even count that as, you know, what's coming into the things. I look at YouTube as a marketing platform, right? It's a platform to get exposure to people. you can start monetizing yourself immediately
Right away.
when you get on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you have something to offer, maybe
you
you
have a
already
product.
you got a ebook, you got a course, your homegirl got a hair salon. You can
Right. You got
can put that
accessories
ad
line. You got a
in there.
t-shirt line. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put your own ads in your own videos, right? Put your
Yeah.
own advertisements in here. Don't wait on YouTube to tell you that you can start making money. Start making money right off the jump if you have something of value to offer to people.
Facts.
And then once your content is really giving them value, then they're going to automatically want to reciprocate, right? So maybe you got merch. Hey, y'all, I got this merch. Hey, y'all, I got this ebook that explains it even more. Hey, y'all just launched this course too. Once you have that in place, then you're monetizing your YouTube without getting paid from
before you're a
Google.
part of the partner program.
That's all
for
I'm
sure.
trying to say.
No, that's major, you know. And this is something that if you're watching this and you haven't started yet, like literally like get all these things in place, right? You don't want to be playing catch up later. If you haven't started yet, you're actually in a great place because you have time to map it all out and hit the ground running when you get in, you know, onto YouTube. So I hope y'all taking notes because this is great stuff. And then just for anybody who's wondering, the partner program is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers within 1 year.
Okay.
So within 12 months.
So get on your Grizzy.
That means you got to really hustle and make a lot of videos and get 4,000 hours of watch time.
You don't got to make a lot of videos. You got to make great content.
Yeah. You just definitely have
You
to
just got to make
great
great content that people want to watch, that people want to share,
Yeah.
that people want to come back to.
Searchable, evergreen content, and make sure that for real, like one of the big things is that you're really proud of what you're putting out there. Like you should watch your videos and be like, did that? I'll be watching back my videos like, period. That was so fire, sis. Like that's how I watch my videos. But that's how it should be, for real. Because that's the kind of response you want to get from people. So if you're not getting that kind of response from yourself, don't put it out there.
Word up. Yo, I think that's been a great YouTube masterclass.
I think so too.
Let's give it up for ourselves. Let's give it up for our audience.
This has been filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yo, get started on YouTube. Shout out to sweetwater.com for hooking us up with all this podcasting gear, man. Make sure y'all check out my YouTube channel while we on it, and the Married to Music podcast YouTube channel, and Lydia's YouTube channel. All of those links will be in the description, no matter which platform you on.
Yes.
Y'all be dope out there, man.
Bye. See you next week.
Married
Share
to
this
music.
podcast with somebody. Share it right now.
Tune in every Monday.
Hey.
We trying to get
We're
our
not trying.
ends up.
We are doing.
Music, money, marriage on a
Period.
Monday. Married to music.
What's up, world?